こんにちは、ようかしです。今回はVengeful Ritesをプレイしたいと思います。まずはキャリブレーションを行います。ニューゲームを選択して、渦の中に飛び込むとゲームスタートです。
Master Arbadon is waiting outside for you to start today's training session. You'd better get out there. To teleport, press in and hold the touchpad on your offhand controller, and release once you've selected your destination. Head over to the door now. You can choose your preferred method of locomotion from the options menu.
家の中をうろうろします。
Hold on a minute. You forgot your sword. You can't get much sparring done without it. It should be upstairs on the sword rack. You'll want to go get it before heading out to train. You'll need to climb this ladder to get upstairs. You can do so by reaching out to the rungs and grabbing them with your trigger buttons.
はしごをつかんで2階に登ります。
That's weird. Normally the sword would be hanging right here. You must have grabbed it earlier and placed it in your backpack. To access your backpack, reach over your shoulder and grab it by squeezing and holding the grip button. You can then place it anywhere around you to view and interact with its contents by releasing the grip button.
背中からバックパックを取り出します。
There's that sword. To take an item from your backpack, select it with your finger and squeeze the trigger button. Take the sword from your backpack now. You can quickly store important items in your backpack when wearing it by reaching over your shoulder with the item and squeezing the grip button. Grab your backpack with the grip button and store it on your back to continue.
バックパックから剣を取り出します。腰に装備します。
Now that you've got everything, it's time to go train. Head outside to find Master Arbadon and begin today's training session.
チェストの中は空でした。
You can use the trigger buttons on your controllers to interact with objects in the world. When making contact with an object that you can interact with, your hand will turn green. Try opening the door. To deal damage with a sword, you'll want to strike with long, fast swings. Otherwise, you won't deal any damage. The longer the arc of the swing, the more damage you'll deal. You'll deal reduced damage immediately after striking an opponent as well. So, flailing like a maniac may work, but it's far from efficient, and it's tiring. Test out your form on the training dummy now.
剣を使って攻撃します。
To parry your enemies' attacks, block their blades with yours while they're attacking. Your enemies will try to dodge your attacks whenever possible. A parry not only lets you avoid taking damage, it also has a chance to knock your enemy off balance and leave them vulnerable to a counterattack. It's time to practice. Attack Master Abaddon now to begin parrying his attacks.
この人は師匠のようです。剣で攻撃を防御します。
Nicely defended. Fine form.
As an apprentice of the Seraphine Brotherhood, you're capable of using Seraphine magic. You can squeeze and hold the grip buttons to tap into your magical power and select one of the disciplines of Seraphine magic to wield. Once a discipline is selected, you can cast spells in that discipline until selecting a new one. Select the protection discipline and release the grip button to close the magic selection interface.
Grip ボタンでマジックを選択できます。
To cast a spell of your selected discipline, you'll need to focus your mana by squeezing the trigger button and then perform the correct gesture. The first spell you'll learn to cast is the Illusory Shield, a shield of magic that blocks incoming attacks at the expense of mana. To conjure your Illusory Shield, squeeze the trigger, then quickly twist your hand outward, similar to turning a key in a lock. Try casting Illusory Shield a few times now.
黄色を選択するとシールドが使えます。
By now, you've probably noticed the medallion on the back of your gloves. The red outer ring of the medallion shows your current health. Similarly, the inner gauge shows your current mana and which magical discipline you've selected with that hand. Attack Master Abaddon now to continue your training. Try to block his attacks with your Illusory Shield and take note of how your mana decreases with each blocked attack.
Shield で攻撃を防ぎます。
Well blocked. Well blocked.
Oh no, you've taken damage. Not to worry though, you can heal yourself back to full health with Restoration Magic. To cast Healing Orb, select Restoration as your chosen magical discipline, then summon the Healing Orb with the trigger button. Once held, bring the Healing Orb to your chest to instantly restore some of your missing health. Heal yourself to full health now to continue.
緑を選ぶと体力を回復することができます。
Your health may be full now, but your mana is quite low. Unlike health, your mana regenerates slowly over time. One way to regenerate your mana faster is through the use of mana crystals. There's one behind you. Head over to it now to learn how to use it to quickly restore your missing mana. Congratulations! You've discovered a mana crystal! Mana crystals can be found throughout the world and offer a chance for you to instantly regenerate your mana. Absorbing the crystal's energy will leave it empty and unable to restore your mana again for a short time. Place your hand on the crystal to absorb its
マナクリ
energy
スタルに
now.
触るとマナを回復することができます。
It's time to learn how to cast Destruction Magic. The first spell you'll learn from the Destruction discipline is Fireball. The gesture for this one is simple. With Destruction Magic selected, squeeze and hold the trigger to conjure a Fireball. Then throw the Fireball as you would a normal ball, releasing the trigger when you would normally release the ball. Try to hit the training dummy with a Fireball now.
赤色を選択するとファイヤーボールが打てます。
With the Kinesis discipline, you can take control of objects from a distance, which can be done at no mana cost. With Kinesis selected, point your finger at an object to lock onto it. If the object can be controlled, it will glow blue. Then, squeeze and hold the trigger to take control of it. Some objects are too heavy to be lifted off the ground, but most can be levitated with ease. Try taking control of this bundle of kindling with Kinesis now. When controlling an object with Kinesis, you can bring it closer to your hand by moving your hand closer to your chest. Likewise, you can move the object further away by extending your hand further from your chest. If this isn't happening, try recalibrating your controls now. You'll notice that objects turn to face the direction in which they are moving. To freeze or unfreeze a controlled object's rotation, squeeze the grip button. Use your Kinesis to collect the bundles of kindling around the yard and place them in the cart to continue.
青色を選択すると離れたものを移動することができます。
Great, Sarah. Hey, what's that in the sky?
何かが空から落ちてきたようです。
One of us should go check that out. And I'm allergic to fire, so off you go.
家の中にあるものを見てみます。 本を開くとステータスが確認できます。
Enemies have acute sight and hearing. When not in an enemy's line of sight, you can approach with stealth for a bonus to your damage. If you approach too quickly, however, they may hear you coming. Moving below half of your walking speed will produce footsteps quiet enough to stay undetected. If teleporting, your chosen destination will appear orange if moving slowly enough.
敵を発見しました。
Your journey will take you to many locations. Often you'll need to climb to continue on your path, but there won't always be ladders where you're going. Keep an eye out for areas in the environment that look climbable, like these rocks.
森が燃えています。手伝います。弓を使う敵のようです。矢が刺さって死んでしまいました。
Enemies have acute sight and hearing. When not in an enemy's line of sight, you can approach with stealth for a bonus to your damage. If you approach too quickly, however, they may hear you coming. Moving below half of your walking speed will produce footsteps quiet enough to stay undetected.
不意打ちに成功したようです。
Your journey will take you to many locations. Often you'll need to climb to continue on your path, but there won't always be ladders where you're going. Keep an eye out for areas in the environment that look climbable, like these rocks.
不意打ちに成功。
Congratulations! You've discovered a Meteor Shard. When used to sharpen your sword, a Meteor Shard will enchant your sword's blade with magical properties. To sharpen your sword, simply drag the Meteor Shard along your sword's blade from the base to its tip.
エンチャントの石へ剣にエンチャントをつけられるようです。
Striking an enemy with an enchanted sword has a chance to activate the enchantment. Additionally, an enchanted sword can have its effect activated at will for a short duration with the trigger button. If manually activated, an enchantment will not automatically trigger on hit, nor will you be able to manually activate it again for 2 minutes.
体力が減っていたので回復します。 家に戻ります。
Don't you see, Abaddon? This is the only way. Mankind had its time.
Dragor, I once gave you a second chance. There won't be a third.
Old friend, it pains me to have to do this, but I'm afraid it's you who's out of chances.
知らない人がいます。師匠が倒されました。
You must be the apprentice. I'm sorry, but you'll have to die too. You two, take care of this one.
Master Abaddon has been slain. Dragor, he must be up to something, and you're the only one left who can stop whatever it is he has planned. Good luck. Congratulations! You've discovered a life fruit. When consumed, a life fruit restores missing hit points and permanently increases your maximum hit points. This one is still fresh on the tree. All you have to do is get it down. You could climb for it, but there may be another way.
レイフは増える食べ物のようです。今日はここで終わります。また見てね。